I could go on and on. I could talk till the sun goes down.
Please
Comes up
do.
the next morning about this guy. He's
Everybody, shh.
obviously.
Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
So much fun. What a great cast, great
We
performances.
had a terrible time.
Yeah, awful.
Hated each other.
Nightmare.
Okay.
We're just gonna get through it.
I love this.
We're
I
just
love
gonna
this.
grit our teeth and please just ask the
It
question.
was
Okay.
Christmas.
So that, in keeping with this theme, what was your favorite part about working with Dwayne Johnson?
Oh man, what? I mean, honestly, when I first got the call, my team was like, they were like, Amazon and Dwayne Johnson and Jake Kasdan want to talk to you about a Christmas movie. And now, listen, I've been looking for a Christmas movie for years. So the fact that it was Christmas at all, I was like, oh, I'm interested. But the fact that it's a DJ movie and that it's, you know, you have Jake and you have Hiram and Chris Morgan, you're jumping on a moving train, a group of people who know what they're doing. And people who have skin in the game, they know what this needs to be. Because you can't be a part of a Christmas movie that doesn't
Sucks.
It's all
You know what I mean?
It's all willy-nilly.
Like it has to work. And everything about the story felt so fresh and original and cool and exciting and just the scope of the movie and everybody involved, it just felt like, wow, I get to stand on the shoulders of giants.
All those things came through watching it last night.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it?
Well done. Yes,
you.
yes,
Okay, there you go.
absolutely. And Dwayne, best part about working with Chris?
I could go on and on. I could talk till the sun goes down.
Please
Comes up
do.
the next morning about this guy. He's
Everybody, shh.
obviously, guys, incredibly talented. He's had this incredible career. It's just getting started, as I like to say, for Chris. But I feel like also, you know, reputations, especially in Hollywood, they precede us. And even though we've never worked together, I had heard that he was an awesome guy. And that was important. We have a policy for $7 Productions, and just for me, too, as well. Like, we've reached this point in our career where, like, we don't want to work with anymore.
You know what he said to me when I first spoke with him? He was like, "Listen, man, we just have a policy here. No." And I was like, you know what, man? That's right up my alley. And he's right. Like, you know, your vibe on set matters, specifically with a Christmas movie.
Do you have a favorite holiday memory?
Oh my gosh, what's my favorite
I
holiday
think
memory?
decorating the tree.
It's fun.
We never ate turkey. Because have you ever seen like turkey with broccoli in a Chinese restaurant?
No,
not
but it
happening.
sounds
So we would
delish.
eat chicken and they would stuff it with the sticky rice.
Yum.
So
That one.
that's what we would have.
That's
yeah.
elite. That
That's
sounds
that's
really
elite.
good.
I don't know if
that
it's elite or
sounds
not,
good.
but that's what we
Well,
ate.
that sounds really good. I'm so hungry right now. I'm like, that sounds so good. Yeah, I mean, I do think that food is probably my like, I don't know, I just think it brings people together.
Yeah.
And games too. We have been playing a game called Family with
family.
with family, but you can play it with friends too. It's very fun. And that's probably
What
my
is it, like
favorite.
questions? What is it?
No, you basically put. I'm gonna explain this. It's gonna be like 20
gonna be
minutes
your
later.
entire interview.
I'm still explaining it, but you all put a name, like a slightly famous name, into a bowl, and you mix it up. You read the names twice, and you have to guess who each person is, but you can't reread the name. So it's like a good game of memory. And if I like guessed that you were, I don't know, whoever, we would then become family, and then we would have to
Oh,
guess
that's
who you
so
were,
interesting.
and we would build our
Is
family.
this a real thing or you
and
guys made that up?
it's real-ish. And someone taught it to us, and we've kept on this tradition.
Okay, you have to
but
teach
it's
it to
fun.
me.
Yeah, we could play tonight.
Okay.
Family.
Everyone-
I love
get
this.
Everyone together. Yeah.
It's so funny because Jake and I were talking about this earlier, that it's about being together with family. And I think some of the Christmases that I remember the most are where you were all snowed in and you didn't know how you're going to get to each other's house, but somehow you made it. I grew up in Chicago, in the city. So I think the adventures of the big snow drifts where half the car was covered and, you know, just trying to get to each other's homes, and you always made it. We always made it to Grandma's house.
And I don't want to sound ancient, and also no smartphones in those memories.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
JK, favorite holiday memory?
Well, very similar, you know, the childhood times, and I was up in Michigan, so you know we had the snowdrift as well. But it just made me think of a comment my sister made, who's 2 years older, and the first time that our family of 5 couldn't be all in the same place for Christmas, And my mother quoted this to the end of her days, that my sister said, "We don't have to be together to be together."
That's beautiful. In spirit, right?
Yeah.
Holiday wish? Do you have a holiday wish for this season?
Oh,
Just, world peace.
world peace.
I like it. Keep it simple. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It should be simple.
I know.
Yeah.
Y'all made Mr. and Mrs. Claus really, as my kids would say, they have riz. Very cool. Very cool. I have to ask you a question that might make major headlines. How did Santa get so fit? Does Mrs. Claus have him on a plan?
I think the cookies actually are made of protein powder and kale and stuff, and she keeps.
The ones he eats.
Okay, and flaxseed,
Yes,
fibers.
Yes.
Yeah. Was that your idea to have this whole different look for Santa Claus?
Oh no, that was very much on the page, and was, when I got to that page, I do this like I actually had a hard copy
Right,
of
I
the
know.
script. I still like to pretend that those exist.
Right.
But no, when I got to that scene and I saw, I'm going to be in a scene in the gym with Dwayne Johnson, it was moderately intimidating. Yeah.
That's how he looks. So, I mean, J.K. has earned that body.
Absolutely. No AI there.
No.
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 I asked for it. I was like, "Can you make me look exactly like Dwayne?" They were like, "No."
I want to quiz you on Santa's secrets about your cast. So,
All right, okay.
let's start. Which one of your co-stars has not been an action hero? Has not been an action hero.
Who has not been an action hero? I'll say.
Kieran?
That's what I was gonna say, but I didn't know how to spell
And you
her
would be
name.
right. You'd
Oh,
be
okay,
correct.
Kieran.
Oh, is it
yes,
Kieran?
yes, it is.
Kieran.
Can I ask, is this the right way to K?
Yes, I before E except after C, so
Okay.
correct.
You know what?
You get bonus
You know what?
points.
Don't
We didn't go to school.
Okay.
Oh, no,
So
not Kieran.
Who
Okay.
once sang telegrams in a tutu?
Who once sang telegrams in a tutu?
JK, I think.
Everybody knows that, Chris.
Lucy?
Well, who's not JK?
JK.
Bonnie?
No, JK.
TikTok. Beep.
JK.
Oh, baby.
JK.
JK sang telegrams in a
JK.
tutu?
Two for two.
Two,
Two for
two.
two. Okay, who voices an Eminem?
We know this.
Do we?
Who voices Candy?
JK.
Come on,
Correct.
you yellow peanut.
I didn't
We
know
did
that.
yeah, then you aren't painted.
No.
Because we had
Oh, that's what that meant.
We had a whole
We did a whole
day of
Eminem campaign.
press.
Who's more famous, M&M's or Santa?
Oh. Come on, Santa
Do I
Claus.
even need to write it down?
It's M&M's.
Well, no.
Hey, wait, how?
The answer is
In what world?
Santa.
What do
It's
you
true. It's in this world. In this
No,
world.
in this world, it's Santa. Sorry.
Okay, in this world it
All
is.
right.
Okay, but then JK, right? So it's kind of like.
No, it's Santa.
Lucy, as Zoe, you get to basically boss around Chris and Dwayne Johnson, you know?
Can you believe that?
And BT.
And they listen to me.
And they listen to you.
I had to. I
They
threatened
better.
them. I threatened them.
So what was it like taking on this role?
I love that she's a boss lady. I love that she is sort of the head of all the mythological creatures, and that the mythological creatures really exist in our movie, and they're so real. And she's trying to convince Chris Evans' character that this is just just another day at the job. This is what's happening. I loved it. I thought the story was magical. Hiram Garcia, who came up with this idea of Santa Claus being kidnapped, and we have to save Christmas. It gave us a ticking clock, and it also allowed us to, pack all this adventure and all this heart into the movie in a very short period of time. And of course, we have Badass as the antagonist.
Happy to be here. Happy to
Of
be here.
course. And such a great different take on a holiday movie.
It's very different. I think most of the time it's more about family, and this time it is about family, but it's also about these myths and these established, very well established characters of Santa Claus and Krampus and Grilla that come into play that most people don't know about. I mean, this is like sort of, it's history, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's something that's
yeah.
lore.
It's like takes these sophisticated ideas and makes it into something just so fun also, and I think that's kind of the beauty of it. Is
Yeah.
that
And
it
then
does
people
a
get to
lot.
learn about the history of some of these things that have existed in lore for so long, and they kind of I mean, I'm sure people will think that it's made up, but it's actually
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Skrilla's real.
She's very real.
Skrilla
She's
is real, yeah.
And not your first kick at the can playing a witch.
No,
Second
no.
time playing a witch.
I love a witch.
So, JK, you brought up, working out with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and obviously had that amazing gym scene. So was there like a kind of like a fitness challenge? What was that? What was that vibe like doing that?
I mean, how foolish would I be to get into some kind of fitness challenge with that guy? No, it was. I think, guys like Dwayne inspire millions and millions and millions of people to be better people, but specifically to be fit, to work, and I having that inspiration from him in person. Was great, and we talk about, he and I, Chris, would talk about, what do you do in the gym, and I, it made me feel like that 12-year-old kid, playing on the junior high school football team and wishing I was as big as strong as some of the other guys.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here, and don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.